Hey guys, Rob here. So what I want to talk about on today's video is going to be some changes to the channel that we're going to do here, and I also want to apologize for haven't being able to upload anything new on the channel here. I have been thinking about it, and reason being is because I decided that I wanted to take a change here on the channel, and it took a lot of thought, and I was just like, should I really do it or not? And I finally have committed to it. So what we're going to do here on the channel, it was Rob Outdoors Gear Talk, where I would discuss backpacking gear, EDC stuff, flashlights, knives, anything like that. And that's definitely fun stuff. However, I just want to say that many years ago, I got into airgun shooting, firearm shooting, and then I got into airgun shooting, and the airgun stuff kind of took over my life. And I've always enjoyed shooting and recording and just making cool content like that. I had an old Instagram account that I no longer use anymore, where I posted all kinds of DIY stuff on there for airgun stuff, a lot of long range shooting as well. And I've learned a lot about ballistics and marksmanship, especially when it comes to air guns, and how that can also apply to firearm shooting. So reason being that we're making these changes here is because I'm getting back into it, and I want a place where I can upload videos. Now, I used to watch tons and tons, and I still do here and there, but I used to watch a lot of videos of people doing airgun shooting, long range, like PRS stuff, challenges. You know, these guns can stretch out hundreds of yards, and a lot of them are capable of sub-MOA groups, which is insane, but it is possible. And I kind of went down that rabbit hole, and I'm looking for a way where I can kind of get back into it and even introduce this sport here to new shooters. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that don't know that there's air guns like this that even exist. So I've always had a lot of fun doing that, and I want to bring it back. All right, if you guys are still sticking around at this point, do me a huge favor and just hit that thumbs up for me. It really helps with the channel and the algorithm and stuff like that. Help us grow. We're just shy of 500 subscribers. I would really like to hit 500 subscribers on this here channel. And that way we can do a whole lot more fun stuff like this. I've got some really, really cool stuff planned that we're going to do here with these air guns. Now, if you're not familiar, I do have a main channel. It's just Rob Outdoors. And on that channel there, I do a lot of hiking, a lot of backpacking, stealth camping, fishing stuff. Also, I do survival scenarios and just things like that, as well as like hurricane preparedness, prepping, here and there. Not all the time, but my main channel is geared more towards the outdoors, and I was trying to incorporate this into that channel there, but more of the people that are subscribed to that channel just enjoy the outdoor experience, the backpacking, the hiking, the relaxation. There's not a lot of people on there that enjoy long range shooting with air guns and stuff like that. And I know this because when I post those types of videos, they never do well. So I'm hoping to build this channel up into an air gun channel mainly. All right, so I'm gonna move this out of the way for a second here. And I wanna talk about my first like actual air gun. And the reason I say actual air gun is because this is a really nice wood stock. And this was my baby for quite a while. This is a 22 caliber bolt action. It's a CO2 powered air gun, so it's pretty powerful enough to hunt small game with it. And this is also a really popular one. This is the Beeman QB78 Classic right here. So single action, bolt action. You just cock the bolt back like that. Put your 22 caliber pellet of choice in there, and now you're good to go. I've got a little cheapy scope on here. I used to have a different scope on this here rifle, but I had switched it, and then this gun has just been collecting dust for the last couple of years. But I did pull it back out. I said, you know what, I want to start shooting this thing again because it's accurate, it's powerful for what it is, and it's just a really, really nice looking air gun to shoot. So I'm going to set this down. We're going to talk about another one. This is not all of my air guns, guys. I have more, but this is what I have out right now. These are my PCP, which stands for pre-charged pneumatic, and these hold crazy amounts of pressure. I mean, we're talking 4,500 PSI in some of these guns. So let's see, what do we got next? We'll go into another wood stock. I really, 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 really love this one right here. And this one right here is also a 22 caliber bolt action. I mean, this thing is absolutely sweet. This is also another Beeman rifle. This is the Beeman Chief 2, I believe it is, or the Beeman Chief. And this is actually a PCP. So this actually does get filled up to 2000 PSI, and it's unregulated. So you get, I'll have to look over my notes on this particular gun here, but I think you get probably like 20 shots or something before you have to refill it. Nice, easy budget gun, beginner gun, because you can hand pump this and be ready to go in no time. Really, really sweet. This is also another bolt action as well. You guys can see the bolt right there. But I love this thing. I mean, it's just really comfortable. You know, it shoulders really well, and it has that nice classic wood stock on there that I absolutely love. Another one right here. This gun, when this came out, this was a game changer, and I pre-ordered this one. There was a lot of hype behind this here rifle. This is the Air Venturi Avenger. This is a 25 caliber pre-charged pneumatic, and I did a custom camouflage paint job on there. I've also put a adjustable cheek well as well, and this is a side cocking lever action rifle right there. There's no scope on here because I took it off. I no longer shoot this gun right here. I was having some accuracy issues with it after a while, and just never really had the time to dig in and figure out what was going on. So I did take the scope off for now and put it up. But this is also another really nice rifle as well. Really lightweight. This one's really quiet. It's got a integrated shroud right here, and just a really nice gun. This one right here, you fill to 4,250 PSI, I believe. So another really, really nice 25 caliber. Set that right over here. Okay. And then I've also got one right here that I made. And this right here is a Crossman 2240 CO2 pistol. And I was thinking of, I don't know if you guys are into video games or not, but I really like the game Fallout. And I was like, I want to build a Fallout style gun, and just like a cyberpunk, like Fallout, you know, post-apocalyptic style pistol carbine. And this thing is just awesome. So we have, this is, like I said, CO2, and we've got an adjustable stock on there, so you can shoulder it. We've got a suppressor on here that I actually made, and a lot of these guns I have suppressors for that I actually made. I'll put some pictures up, that way you guys can see the internals and stuff like that, and they do work very well, and really nice. So you can shoulder this one right here, just like this. You got your scope on there. This is perfect for small game hunting, squirrels, rabbits, birds, and it's just awesome to shoot. Another bolt gun. You know, you pull the bolt back and load your pellet in, and then you're ready to shoot. And what I like is that it's nice and compact. We can take the suppressor off of here, and this thing is loud without the suppressor. So we can take the suppressor off, and now we can put it in a backpack and do our hunting. I've been on the fence about painting this thing, like doing like a camouflage paint job on it, just because there's like bare steel, but also too, I kind of like the ruggedness of it, because I feel like that gives it more of that Fallout feel. Got another one here. This was my first ever pre-charged pneumatic right here. My wife actually bought this for me. This is the Umarex Gauntlet Gen 1, and I bought this as well when it first came out. This is a bolt action. It does come with a magazine, so you can actually take follow-up shots very quickly with this here. And I used to have a longer, a bigger air tube on here, but I was having some issues with the regulator leaking, so I swapped it out. But yeah, this is a 25 caliber, and I did a lot of modifications to this here rifle. This is my favorite rifle to shoot. This thing is laser accurate. I mean, laser accurate. I've shot 1/4 inch groups at 50 yards with this, 3/8 inch groups at 50 yards. I've shot 0.8 inch groups at 100 yards. This gun definitely will shoot sub MOA at 100 yards in the right conditions with the wind and stuff, because this gun, I actually shoot pellets out of this here. So pellets, they're more prone to react to the wind, especially downrange, longer ranges, than slugs do. So with this being a pellet gun and I'm able to shoot sub-MOA groups on a nice calm day, it's amazing. So laser accurate. And when you buy this right here, they do have a Gen 2, but the original Gen 1, I think it only made like 35 foot-pounds, maybe 40 foot-pounds if I remember correctly. Well, I've tuned this thing up. I mean, I got a two-stage trigger in here. I polished all the internals. The bolt is polished. The trigger is polished. I put an external regulator on here so I can adjust the pressure from the tank. I polished the breech and opened it up. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff that I did to this here. I put a shorter shroud on here. That way we have a shorter barrel as well. And custom suppressor guys right there. And I've got this thing shooting 33.95 JSBs, which are pellets, at just under 1,000 feet per second. And I know a lot of people say you can't shoot pellets that fast. They lose accuracy, you know, like you want to shoot, you know, around that 900 mark or under. That's where pellets are more accurate. However, I mean, I'm shooting these things at like, I think like 980, 990. And I'm getting incredible accuracy out of this. So the barrel is really nice on this, and I love it. I love it. A little bit of recoil on this one right here. It's got a hair trigger. I mean, it's got to have it like a 1 ounce trigger, if that, maybe even less than that. But a really light trigger to help with the groupings and stuff like that. And got on the top here, it's a first focal plane, 5 to 25 by 56. So really nice. I'm a big fan of first focal planes. I'll go into that later on, why I like the first focal planes better than the second focal planes. But yeah, this is my baby right here. And max energy, I've had this thing. It'll do 60, 65, 67 foot-pounds with the pellets. And when I'm using slugs, 70 grain slugs, Mr. Hollow Point slugs, we're getting like 75 foot-pounds of energy out of this here. And I could probably tweak it a little bit more, push 80 foot-pounds, but I mean, that's 75 foot-pounds out of a 25 caliber PCP is just, that's a lot of power, especially for the gauntlet here. So I'll set this off to the side. All right, we got another one, guys. We got another one. So this one right here is by AEA, and this is the HP Max. And I got the short barrel on here because I wanted a pistol style rifle. This is technically a pistol, guys. So reason I got this is because I wanted to hunt hogs with it. So this is a 45 caliber, 457, big bore. And it's got plenty of power to take a hog, especially like, you know, 50 yards and stuff like that. And I have not gotten a hog yet, but I plan on getting a hog within the next at least 1 or 2 months. I've got something lined up, but this thing has plenty of power, really loud. I mean, sounds like a pistol. If you were to shoot like a 9mm or something, or 40, you know, unsuppressed, that's what it sounds like. It's got some bark to it, and you got to wear hearing protection. Even with the suppressor on here, it still rings your ears. So 45 caliber AEA HP Max. We've got the Donnie FL. This is the Ronin suppressor on here, and really nice suppressor here. Unscrews, and now you guys can see how short this here pistol is. I mean, it's really compact, and we've got a folding stock as well, so this thing can fit inside of your backpack really easily. You guys can see how this thing looks to me. It comes with 2 magazines, really nice. And this weekend I'm going to be doing some shooting, some 4th of July stuff. So we're going to be blowing up a whole bunch of stuff, guys. I mean, I got some new slugs coming in the mail, so I'm going to be testing that out, making a video on it. What we got on the top here is just a UTG, this is the AccuTac, I believe. 2nd focal plane. I've had this scope for a long time. This scope was actually on my Umarex Gauntlet back there, but I'd since upgraded because that gun I use more for precision shooting, and I feel like the first focal plane is a lot better designed for that kind of shooting than this one is. Plenty of power, recoil, barks loud, really, really sweet air gun. I love this thing. All right, let's bring this back into the picture here and talking about this last, because this is also one of my babies. I've spent a lot of time with this here rifle, and this is one of my favorites here. Very, very, very accurate. So this right here is another AEA rifle. This is the Challenger Pro, and this is in 30 caliber. We've got a 16-inch barrel on here, I believe, if I remember correctly. Really nice bipod on the bottom. I've got a custom DIY bag rest on here for when I go to the range or when I'm doing long range shooting or anything like that. I can put my bag under here to kind of stabilize the rifle when I'm shooting, and it is adjustable here. You just loosen this up right here, and then now our stock can move in or out, and then we just lock it back in. But really nice, really nice shooting gun. I've stretched this thing out. Farthest I've hit anything was 400 yards with this gun. Incredible. It's a long way for an air gun. And this right here, I'm shooting 54.5 grain NSA slugs, and we've got those going a hair under 1,000 feet per second. So it's like I think it was 998. That's what this is tuned to, and it's slinging them out there, guys. The NSAs have done really well out of this gun. For me personally, especially trying to get out there for distance. But this is another gun here that you're going to fill up to 4,500 PSI. I usually only fill it to like 4,000 though, just because I don't really like pushing these types of guns like to the max, even though I know that they can handle it. This does have a regulator inside, and it can be adjusted. So that's something that I did one time, and I had this thing pushing like 220 foot-pounds of energy. I mean, it was pushing those slugs at like, I think it was 1,400 feet per second, if I remember right. So over the sound barrier. Crazy, real crazy. On the top here, I've got my Element Helix first focal plane. This is a 6x24x50. Really nice scope. We've got really good audible clicks there, and I've got all my information dialed in here. You guys see I have my scope stickers on here. That way I can just dial to whatever range, and all I have to do is just worry about the windage. This is also a magazine fed gun as well. You just pop the magazine in the side there. Side lever cocking action, incredibly smooth. I'm not gonna cock it all the way, but really nice. So with the slugs right now, it's shooting, I'm gonna say 1,000 feet per second. I have chronographed it and stuff like that. That's how I know. It's making like 120 foot-pounds of energy at the muzzle. So right up there with like a 22 long rifle, but it's an air gun, which is just, it's wild to me. This is why I love these air guns, guys. And then I just have this thing sitting on top of a tripod, nothing fancy or anything like that. But what my plan was for today was that I'm gonna clean the barrel on this one, because last time I shot it, the accuracy was all over the place, and that's not like this gun. So this thing is it shoots a laser beam, and but I haven't cleaned the barrel in a long time, so I'm pretty sure it's all leaded up. So that's what I'm gonna do today, is wipe it all down and everything, scrub that barrel out, and I got all my cleaning stuff right here. I'm also going to clean this one too. So the HP Max, I'm gonna clean the barrel on that one too, because when I bought it, the pellet shop sent it to me. I didn't do any cleaning. I just took it right out and started shooting it. So it definitely needs a good cleaning. What my plan is for today. I'm not gonna film any of that. Maybe we'll save that for another time. But I just wanted to introduce you guys to my babies here, and let you guys know that we're gonna be taking a different direction here on the channel. And hopefully you guys are into that. If you guys are into this kind of thing and you guys enjoy this content here, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like if you can, because the next video that you guys are going to see here is just going to be me blowing up a whole bunch of stuff for 4th of July. We got a ton of stuff to shoot at, and it's just going to be a nice, fun, entertaining video. I'm going to bring this one out I'm gonna bring the big bore out as well, and we're just gonna destroy as much stuff as we can. So with that said, guys, I'll see you next time. Peace.